Yep, Poppa back up in the house. 99 Nissan Altima. Gonna do a fiberglass enclosure over here in the corner here. So what I'm gonna do, I'm gonna copy the interior of the shape of the inside of this corner over here off of this piece of carpet. So I'm gonna use this half-inch piece of wood as a base. There need to be no 3/4. I mean, half-inch is fine. It's strong enough to support the bottom of the box. So what I'll do is I'll trace from here around there. Then that'll be my straight edge right there. So after taking it to the router table and doing some edging and shaping on it, that's what we came up with. Pretty big piece. Kind of fits in there like that. Like so. So that's basically where it'll fit. So we got everything taped off to get our molding in there. So I went along the edges there of the shape, and now that's what we come out with. Okay, so we got one layer glued into there. Used just some old regular Super 77 spray glue just to hold it in place. All right, so now we're waiting for the chop mat to dry. So while I'm waiting on this to dry, I'll go ahead and make my speaker ring for my 10-inch woofer that I'll be putting in there. Now I'm going to cut out the speaker cutout, which is at 9 inches. So you can set the pin at 9 on this. But I'm only going to I'm gonna leave tabs in this because I'm not going to cut it all the way out. So I've traced out the area on where this thing's gonna sit. If you look there, I've got a smooth line transition going from there, and there's where it gets squiggly right there. But the reason for that, if you look at the way the trunk shuts, I don't want to interfere with any moving parts. So that's the reason why my line is a little bit below that curve of the trunk hinge. Yep, that's how it's gonna fit, and I like it. I like it. So continue on. So I've cut me a 2x4 the length of where I want my my speaker to mount. So I got a hole drilled here. Center up my 2x4. I just take my speaker ring, and attach it to it. Just like that. Good and sturdy. Won't move anywhere, and it is on straight. So let me show you how I'm gonna mount this. So this is how I mount mine. I go to the back, drill me a little hole, add a screw, and then we got a good mount. So now that the resin's dried, this is what we're looking like on the enclosure. So now, cut this part out, and I'm using an angle die grinder. Well, not an angle, but a die grinder. This right here with a flex trim bit. Go around it and cut it out, and get started on doing some sand off with an angle die grinder with this one. And I hate this process, but it's got to be done. So let's get started. And there you have it. Smooth. So since we got the base, which is the weakest part of the enclosure, we don't have to put any fiberglass or anything to strengthen up the bottom. Where the resin didn't get to the inside here, we'll add a little resin and thixotropic powder in here and harden that part up. So let's get that done, and then we'll move on to covering this thing up. And so here it is, finished product. The woofer's in there, everything's closed in. That's the process from beginning to end on a fiberglass enclosure. Shoot, man. That's it for now.